Hey guys, we're back. So this weekend I'm going to be making some Galbijjim. Galbijjim. The Galbi, or Kalbi, is the Korean short ribs. And I love how Koreans are obsessed with short ribs because so am I. This is their stew. So I'm going to make their stew, but I'm going to do it my way. We're going to do it barbecue style. First thing we have to do is clean them. These are actually frozen, which is fine by me. Means I can order them ahead of time, sit in the freezer till I'm ready. But I never used to clean short ribs when I was doing Korean barbecue, but there is method to the madness. Because these are put through the bandsaw, usually when they're frozen, there's going to be segments of bone and stuff in here that you don't want. So give these a good wash and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, so these are now completely cleaned. Got a lot of gunk out, and I did maybe 2 or 3 rinses until I was satisfied that we got most of it off. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to marinate these. I've got to say that Koreans would not traditionally marinate their short ribs for Galbijjim, but I'm not here to show you how to stew something on the hob. We do things on the barbecue. So I want to marinate these so that we can brown them over charcoal before we put them into the braise. So let's do that now. Okay, so we're going to use some typical Korean ingredients here. A little bit of onion, some garlic, some ginger, some nashi pear, and some soy sauce. Not too much because we don't want to over season it. That's some honey and some black pepper and some goju because I want to make this one a spicy stew. And just a little bit of sesame oil, blend that up, we'll put that into the short ribs and then we'll marinate it overnight. Okay, so it is the next day and the weather's really bad, but it's time to make the braising liquor. What I'm going to start with is a whole head of garlic. That's what, 10 cloves of garlic. And there's also maybe a teaspoon of ginger. So you can use water here, but I'm going to use Coke. Don't be afraid to use Coke in anything. It's really good in braises. Put a little bit in your beef RU, put a little bit in your gravy. Cup and a half of Coke, full sugar, and I can't be bothered chopping the garlic, and that's why I'm doing this. So the next will be half a cup of soy sauce. So you want to use Japanese or Korean soy sauce only. 2 tablespoons of good honey. You can use sugar here if you want, but I find honey's better. It's a bit stickier. It's better for you. Some Korean chili. Goju. So I'm going to put in about 2 or 3 tablespoons of that because I want this one to be spicy. Korean soju. You know I had to go the peach. You can use just the regular one. Peach is my favorite. You want to go a full cup of this. That's almost all of it. And then this is Korean plum extract. Okay, this is the good one. You can buy a cheaper one which is just made with sugar, or you can buy the one that's actually fermented and is real. There's a green one and a golden one. This is the golden one. If you can't find this, just use cloudy apple juice. So give this a good mix. Make sure all the honey's dissolved. The only thing it's missing is black pepper. Hang on. And you want a lot of black pepper. Koreans love black pepper, and so do I. So that's probably 2 or 3 tablespoons freshly cracked black pepper. You don't want this to be too salty because this is going to be in a braise, and as it cooks down, the flavors are going to intensify. That's our Korean Galbijjim braising liquor. Now it's time to cook. Okay, so we want to grill these short ribs first, just to get a little bit of colour, not to cook all the way through. And then we're going to put them into a baking tray, put in the heat deflector plate, put the grills back on, and then we will then pour that liquor over the browned short ribs. And any leftover marinade, that can go in too. Cover that with foil, and then we'll put that into the smoker at 250 F for about an hour, hour and a half. After that, we are then going to put in the veg, and it's carrot and potato. Normally it would be like Korean radish, but I didn't want to use that today. And you can put some onion, but I didn't want to use that either. And then after about another 2 hours, this is what they look like. Get them all nice and pretty, spring onion, a bit of sesame seeds, and these are good to serve with some rice.